Hi guys and welcome back to OG Cars, and today you join us with the Skoda Favorit Forum Estate, which we bought ages ago now and it's still not on the road. But what we thought we'd do quickly is just run over everything that we've done to this car so far and the reason that we think we can't yet take it for its first MOT in over 20 years. So in case you haven't seen the videos on this, because it was ages ago when we first pulled this out of the barn, we went down to West Wales and we bought 7 cars off of a guy who had a barn down there, basically, because there was a Wartburg outside. Long story short, go back and watch the video. This was the Skoda Favorit that was at the back of the barn and the only car that we have left. All the others have been sold on now. We decided to keep this car because it was our favourite. We loved the colour, we loved the specification. It is a Forum Estate, which means it's the most basic estate that you could get. There's no radio, all of that. Normally it would be on steel wheels, but it came on alloy wheels. That is the only thing that isn't standard on this car. Now, since we pulled it out of the barn, Owen's done a lot of the work. I've tried to help where I can or learn where I can. We've done so much to this car. We have done all of the coolant pipes under here. So we've basically done the entire coolant system at this point. We've also done nearly the entire brake system, front and rear. We've recently put a rear exhaust on it because it looked terrible and it had a massive hole in it. We put new tyres on it because the tyres that were on it were over 20 years old. Who knows how old they are? They looked terrible. Massive thanks to Skoda Owners Club. When I showed with them at the NEC, we had a few little niggles that we hadn't yet tried to fix. So that was the horn didn't work and the washer didn't work. And I was also having a few issues with the lock in the door on this side where the lock would not stay and it just kept falling out of place. They helped me fix all of those at the show, which was great. We then got it home from the show and me and Owen thought, oh great, it can go in for its MOT. And it started hunting on idle. Now, originally it was idling way too high. Off memory, I think it was like really close to like 2,000 RPM. And we were a bit like, okay. We managed to get it down to about 700-800 RPM, which is great because it needs to be under 1,000 RPM to go for an MOT. But it was hunting, it was jumping up and down and it was getting stuck. So we've put that down to the Carburettor. What I'll do is I'll bring Owen in really quickly just to talk to you about what he's going to do for the Carburettor to hopefully get this car on the road finally.
So as G says, we've done absolutely loads to this car. Started off as just a head gasket and then it turned into Vernon rebuilding the head for us, big thanks to him, and then just all the other little bits. And you know, everything was so old because the car had been sat for so long. We've just been changing everything. So the ignition system, the fuel system, coolant system, brake system, so on. Anyway, while it was off, I thought Vernon rebuilt the carb, but I don't know if he actually did. And to be fair, I didn't ask him to. So I think that's what our problem is now, because everything else has been done. And as G says, it's been hunting on idle. So here is our Carburettor. It's off now. It's in a few pieces. I haven't disconnected literally every pipe because they look okay and I don't really want to disturb them if they look okay. But basically there was some crud in the bottom of the chamber, so I've just cleaned that. And I've cleaned the jets, but they looked okay. But the gaskets here and also on the base, so we had a new base fitted, and the gaskets on there look like they've been weeping and allowing fuel past where they shouldn't. And obviously you can allow air in then as well where you don't want it to be. So we're going to order up a full gasket set, and while we're there we're just going to order all the other bits for the carb. So I've not completely disassembled it, but when we get the other bits we'll just dismantle a couple more bits, fit new gaskets, fit new like diaphragms and stuff as well. We've got the little springs and stuff here, just renew things like that. Make sure we've been using this brake and clutch cleaner, good stuff. We've been cleaning it out a little bit. Obviously we'll give it a good clean out afterwards, and then hopefully when we fit it all back up onto there, I'm hoping we'll have no leaks and I'm hoping it'll adjust up okay, and then maybe we can go for an MOT.
Now I'll do a better video on this, but this car has given me such a headache because at the end of February, start of March, I put the Twingo off for a respray, which revealed a lot more than I thought. Then the head gasket went. Well, the water pump went on the Volvo. I'm slightly worried the head gasket went on that. Obviously, Kelly and Char are off the road, so I thought, oh, we'll just fix this. And it's still causing me a headache. So I'm really hopeful that fixing the car means I can actually put this car in for its MOT and I can start using it, but I may have a solution in the meantime because I need a car. But yeah, I really like this car. It was my favourite from the moment we pulled it out the barn, so originally I quite liked the CD, but as soon as this came out and I saw it, this was the one for me. So I know it hasn't featured on the channel for a while, and I know we've not done a lot of videos on rebuilding it, but the car was stored at my parents' house, which is now about 45 minutes away, and honestly, it was just a right pain getting down there in the first place with all the tools. We'd always forget something, so we'd always get down there, something would be forgotten, and we just couldn't be bothered then to film. So here it is, it's nearly done. Let us know in the comments if you think that fixing the carb is going to fix this, because I really hope it does.
I sure hope it does.
But yeah, we'll let you know in further updates on this car. Gives me a bit of hope when we've pulled all of this apart and feel like we might be getting somewhere, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, anyway, like, comment and subscribe, and we will see you all in the next one.